H.D. Heavy. Y'all know what time it is. The sickness. My nigga Bodil. Some niggas want the money, the power, the respect. Fuck this shit. I want all three of them bitches. Heavy shit. That's the definition of heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy. Bitch, I'm heavy.
Sneaker news. Salute YouTube.
Peace to the earths and gods, and go mob to the frat. Thanks for joining us again for another exciting episode of Ace Heavy Kicks, where we look at cool kicks for the common collector. Now, that's people like yourself and people like me, your host, Ace the Young Heavy. Well, let's get with it this week. Sneaker news. There were 2 shock drops this week, y'all. 2 shock drops. And guess what? The Air Jordan 3s was shock dropped on February 23rd. Even though they don't come out to the 11th of March, you had an opportunity, if a short window, like 15-minute window, on the app to grab those shoes. Now, I was able to get through and grab them. I did have an opportunity. I didn't want them though because I already have my pair reserved at Athlete's Foot at the local Chicago Ridge. I was able to grab those. And they had a promotion. If you grab Reebok pumps, then you're able to reserve the Air Jordan 3s. And the pumps was on sale too, so I can't even be mad about that. Alright, so the second shock drop that they had this week, actually it was the first, was for the Air Jordan 13s and also for the Air Jordan 11 Cherries. So the Air Jordan 13 playoffs were released during playoff weekend or whatever, and then they went ahead and did another shock drop of those along with the Air Jordan 11 Cherries. So if you missed your first opportunity to grab them, you had a second one on this shock drop. Also this week, man, NBA All-Star Game last weekend, crazy, y'all, crazy. I really enjoyed it, a lot of fun. I didn't really watch the celebrity game, but I watched all the other events. The slam dunk contest, oh my God, with Mac McClure, little homie jumping at the gym, that was remarkable. One of the best slam dunk contests that I remember in a long time in terms of just seeing like a feat that I consider to be remarkable. A lot of cool kicks at the All-Star Game as well. I mean, we got to see that Kyrie had his kicks covered up. He did have on 3 different pair, I believe, of Kyrie Irving's, his Nike shoes, but he had the Nike symbol covered up. And in solidarity with him, Jaylen Brown did the same thing with his kicks. I thought that was pretty cool. Those brothers are tight and they also believe in themselves and they're willing to stand on their word and what they believe in. So, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to y'all out there for doing that on that large of a scale where people can see that. Because a lot of people fold at that level. Also, what else did we see? Hot kicks. We had Ja Morant premiere his new kicks under Nike, and they put a whole like igloo display together. And then like at the point of purchase, there's a ice slide that brings you your shoes and everything. I mean, this is crazy, man. I mean, they put a lot of fanfare behind dropping his new shoes, and then Jason Tatum has I think 4 or 5 different colorways of Jason Tatum 1. His first shoe is coming out. We saw 2 different ones, like the sherbet color colorway, and then we also saw the Animal Instinct. And he's famous for when he does a PE of a Jordan brand shoe in the past, or Jordan silhouette rather, he always has like that Animal Instinct colorway to him. In fact, I had a pair of Jason Tatum Animal Instincts previously. So man, you know, a lot of hot shoes at the All-Star Game. No, it's not a good All-Star Game I necessarily wanted to go to. I ain't gonna even lie to you, because it was in Utah. I mean, who wants to travel to Utah, right? No disrespect to nobody living in Utah, but you know, maybe next year, depending upon what the location is, I'll head to another All-Star Game. Was that something that you was thinking about going to this year? And did you enjoy the NBA All-Star Game 2023? Let me know. Drop a comment down below and let us know, did you enjoy the All-Star Game this year? I sure as hell did. Next up on the news this week, we're going to keep it moving. Montclair during the same week. So Montclair has their Genius, Art of Genius live show in Olympia, London. And speaking of shoes, they had the Mercedes, I think it was G-Wagon, in some Montclair shoes, man. Them shoes, that's just nuts. The rims and tires they put on this bad boy. I mean, I don't know what that looked like. They're like the Michelin Man. like the Michelin Man was wrapped around the wheel or something like that. But I think those are real tight. Definitely different aesthetic and something. If you haven't seen something like that before, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, you would just be kind of like, wow. I was taken aback by it. So it's a shoe. It's shoe lifestyle, whatever. So that fits with it. It is definitely, definitely something that stuck out to me. So I wanted to report on it. Also, down the street from that though, in case y'all didn't know, Natalie Nunn was knocking the shit out of Tommy Lee right down the street from the Montclair show. And, that's something else as well. Also, Adidas has approached you. Okay? Adidas is talking to Kanye West because they have so much stuff left, stock rather, that they want to get out to the people. And they have lost almost $2 billion themselves in revenues over the past quarter or so. And so they reached out to Kanye West and tried to broker some type of deal. And so supposedly what's being reported right now is they're going to release the rest of the Kanye stock they have. Okay? No more Kanye shoes after that. And then the first one they're gonna release, I don't know, it looks like the turtle dove, the black turtle dove or something like that. That particular silhouette. Don't quote me on the name of it. But they do have a plan that looks like in place. I don't think anything is concrete yet, but it looks like we do see a way forward. And we may be able to get us a couple pair of Yeezys before it's all over with. So, shout out to both parties for being able to make it happen, because at the end of the day, the fans win because we give you a show. Last, I wanted to take the opportunity to share 2 spots I've been to recently in the community. So if you live in the Chicagoland area, right, and I stay in the south suburb area of Chicago, and 2 spots in the area. One is in Bridgeview. It's called Moot Meat, or Meat Moot. I don't want to say it wrong. The fellas y'all know, hey, peace, they follow the channel too. But man, talking about incredible Mediterranean food. The service and showmanship is remarkable. So if you're ever in the area, in the Bridgeview area, check out Meat Moot. Another place that I really, really like is 360 Pizza. 360 Pizza is located in the Palos Hills area, and it's not pretty much adjacent to Bridgeview. I don't know, maybe about 7-8 minute drive from Meat Moot. And this is another spot. It's halal, so no pork. All right, but all the pizza, phenomenal. Sandwiches, phenomenal. I mean, and they actually gave me an opportunity to sample their homemade ranch and their new chicken wings, their new chicken wing batter that they have. I mean, it was good. I don't know if you can tell from the video. I am enjoying myself. So if you get an opportunity, you're in the area, please support both of them businesses. Not only just because they got good food, but because it's important to support small local business. Remember, with one win, we all win, baby. With that being said, that's what we got this week for Sneaker News. Definitely. And this guy, listen, I missed half his video. This guy is a true showman, y'all. You guys come check out Meat Moot. My guys, man, they incredible with it, man. Showman, man. Check them out. Ace Heavy Camp, we are here at Moot Meat, or Meat Moot, depending upon how you want to say it. It's a spot right in the Bridgeview area in Little Palestine, okay? Little Palestine, they got great food. They basically have lamb and beef, and so they have ribs, they have shanks, they have everything that you need on the meat side if you're a hungry man like yourself. So go ahead on and check us out at Meat Moot, okay? Before we go any further, y'all, I want to make sure we give you the word for the week. And the word for the week this week, Ace Heavy Camp, is quick side. quixotic. And what does quixotic mean? It means to be overly chivalrous. To my people in the hood, that means to be caking a little too much. Have you been on your quixotic this month? It is the month of Valentine's Day, and it is the month of Black History. So we definitely want to show some love to the brothers and sisters out here. And we definitely want to show love to our loved ones. It's a month of love. But have you been extra loving? Have you been extra chivalrous, extra romantic? If so, you've been quixotic. That's our word of the week, y'all.
Sneakers for retail.
Alright, Ace Heavy Camp. So for sneakers for retail, this week I want to go ahead and tap into the untapped waters. Yes, the taboo area of shoes, or specifically of the Jordan silhouette. And I don't want nobody to cut me off now or whatever, but I want to talk about Air Jordan 1 mids, okay? So, mids for a price point are very affordable, relatively. What I mean relatively, I mean other silhouettes for Jordans, you know what I'm saying? Jordan highs and things like that, OGs. Those shoes, 200, 210, 225, 190 at the cheapest. You can get a Jordan 1 mid for 120, maybe even 135. And they got some incredible silhouettes. You can go, actually I recently was on the Snipes website and I was looking on the sneakers website. They got incredible Jordan 1 colorways. Now some people don't like the quality of the leather, and I get that. It is a stiffer leather. There's a reason why, people stray away from it. Two, they feel like it's a knockoff of the Jordan 1 high. If they're going to do it, they want to get it as close to the one that Mike rock as possible. I get that. But at the same time, though, you can't knock the affordability. You can't knock the access. You can find them shoes at just about any place you go to, in local mall, shoe store. And you definitely can find them online. 4 hot, dope-ass mids is out right now. Real talk. The Craft Inside Out. I really like that shoe. That it's giving me like off-white vibes. That Titan swoosh. That's kind of got a vibe of that, the shoe we just covered, that Biggie, 13, but this is a 1 mid, and it's got like that lumberjack, black and red lumberjack on the side, the plaid. So I feel that one. Orange wear away. Now we showed that like for the last 2 episodes, I believe, when we were doing like a Nike vlog for the sneakers for retail. That's a very nice shoe. It comes in a low as well as that mid, and it comes with extra strings and a little bit more fanfare, than your average mid. So it's like with the mid, sometimes they put a sprinkle, a little extra sauce on it. You know what I mean? A little extra seasoning. The Space Jams, the new Space Jams is kind of decent too. Now, again, if you don't like mids, you don't like mids. But I like those Space Jams. It's a slick shoe, and I can see how, if it was like a group of people that was about to do like a step show, or if it was, some team or something like that, or a wedding, I can see how you could get everybody outfit the entire wedding with like those. You know what I'm saying? The Space Jam Air Jordan 1 mids. And somebody might say that's cap or that's tacky or whatever, but I mean, I do see a use for them. Alright? Other hot Jordan 1 mids. Now these are ones that are out now. The ones we just talked about are available right now. You can grab them, but I want to talk about some of my favorite ones, right? So I talked about before the Fearless Blue to Great. Though that's a very dope Air Jordan 1 mid. That's still one that I don't have, but I do plan on getting it at some point. It's not like I can't get it, but it's on the list. When I see it in hand, I see it for the ticket I want, and grab it. The Air Jordan 1 mid rookie season. To my knowledge, that shoe did not end up coming out in adult. I was waiting for it, but I have seen pairs in grade school, preschool, youth. So unfortunately, it look like adults can grab that, but that's a dope shoe. The Chicago Black Toe, of course, that shoe is goated. It's probably like the best ever Jordan 1 mid in most people's humble opinion. Basketball Blossom Daughter, okay? The Basketball Blossom is a dope mid, and I was thinking about grabbing that Basketball Blossom for my daughter. I was thinking about grabbing it for my mom as well, because I mean, it's got like these little cherry blossoms on the side, like you should see in anime cartoons and stuff like that. And then it's got that brown on there with the black, and then for some reason it seemed like that leather wasn't as stiff or as cheap as some of the leather you'll see rather on the Air Jordan 1 mids typically. So the tropical twist, so everybody going crazy for those Tiffany Air Force Ones right now, but real talk, the tropical twist is the same colorway, and I do feel like that's a better looking shoe, because I really want to wear an all black Air Force One. That's an ugly shoe, to be honest with you. I don't care if you just put a Tiffany swoosh on it, that's all it is a Tiffany swoosh on it. These is actually rockable. So just something to consider. And then also a little known fact. So we know all about the Air Jordan 1 High brotherhoods. And they're inspired supposedly by the fraternity Omega Psi Phi. That is actually one of the most affordable Air Jordan 1 High OGs that you can purchase. Little known fact, Jordan, Bread, Nike, and Zeta Phi Beta have put out, I don't want to say it's official collaboration, but inspired by Zeta Phi Beta and Phi Beta Sigma organization, the sisterhood Air Jordan 1 Mid. This shoe came out in October 15th of 2020, right? And it's an homage to the blue and white family, in particular the Zetas. So a lot of people don't know about this, but that particular shoe is not only inspired by them, but that shoe was rocked in a lot of step shows. That, you know, so if you have it, if it's regional, so like if you weren't, you know, at that particular college, or if you weren't aware of that video that aired, then you probably didn't see people rocking those shoes. But this is one of the most unique Air Jordan 1 mids in that I've never seen them actually take shoestrings and tie them into the side of the shoe. But it inspires like the idea, like we're all together, like the idea of sisterhood, they're coming together. So again, shout out to Nike, salute to y'all. I don't get to say that often to Nike, but salute to y'all for putting together the Air Jordan 1 mid sisterhood, because that's a unique shoe and it pays homage to my sisters of Zeta Phi Beta. With that being said, that's all we got for Sneakers for Retail. Give me this a chance, y'all.
Upcoming sneaker releases.
Alright, y'all, for upcoming sneaker releases, we got some incredible shoes coming out, y'all. Air Jordan 5 Alma Manier. So they got two colorways in the Air Jordan 5 Alma Manier. We just hot off the heels of one of the soft releases of the Air Jordan 12 Alma Manier off of their website. And now we're getting news that the Air Jordan 5 Alma Manier is coming our way during the summer of 2023. I'm excited about that. I like both colorways. One is darker, one's lighter, but they both follow that maroon-ish, purple-ish, and, you know, sail colorway that we've seen on just about every Alma Manier Jordan collaboration they've done so far. Do y'all like those? I am really feeling those, man. Leave a comment down below. I think that is definitely hot. And if we look at like the stankability of that shoe, like how it's gonna look going forward, I think that as shoes get old, if they look good, that is part of the appeal of wanting that particular shoe. Some shoes are aged already and they look old, and that's cool too. But I love a shoe that I feel like I can kick around, get it dirty, get it scuffed up. You know what? It's gonna look better than when I first got it. That's the quality of the aesthetic of a lot of those Travis Scott shoes too, in my opinion. I think a lot of those shoes look better as they're being worn. Also, we have the Air Jordan 7 Travis Scott. It's got a Nike swoosh on the side, y'all, on the Air Jordan 7. It's got a Nike swoosh on the side. I mean, that is, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's a jarring looking shoe. When I look at it from the side, the silhouette, it reminds me, with that swoosh on it, of a damn football shoe. You know, it look like a football cleat or something. That's what the first thing when it pop out of me, shorty. I don't think that's something that I got to have. Maybe as I look at it more, it's gonna appeal to me. But be on the lookout for it. If that's something that you would like, drop a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about the Air Jordan 7 Travis Scott. Obviously, it's gonna follow that same colorway that he has with most of his shoes, the earth tones, just like the olives and the browns, maroons, etc., and sales. Also, there is a lot of Air Jordan 1 highs and lows coming out. Take the opportunity to look on the sneakers app, look on the Nike app. There are a plethora of different colorways, but I feel like they're just oversaturating rather the Air Jordan 1 silhouette, as they have been doing for the last 2 years. And we just keep seeing them, releasing them over and over and over again. Y'all tired of seeing them? I kind of am. What I want to see is good shoes. I want to see high quality. So colorways that we want. Oh, give us OG colorways. Give us colorways that we haven't seen before. Get some real licenses. So, like, give us a real Air Jordan 1 High Freddy Krueger. You know, give us a real Air Jordan 1 High Jason or something like that. Jason Voorhees or something. Friday the 13th. Give us some of the more sought after collaborations that we've always wanted. I mean, they had the Simpson one was official with the Nike Dunks. So it is possible, you know, for them to get major licenses and collaborate with them and bring the people what they actually want. But if you like Air Jordan 1s, man, you're gonna be in luck. Your plate is gonna be full for the year 2023 because they got nothing but Air Jordan 1s, highs and lows coming out. Also, women's dunk, high 1985 alabaster. That is a very nice shoe. I don't talk about dunks a lot on the shoe unless it's like some big collaboration, but this is a sexy chocolate mother right here. And I think I probably will be looking out for those shoes in particular. Last but not least, for upcoming sneaker releases this week, y'all, we have the New Balance and Amy Leon Dore collaboration for the 860 V2. So they're teasing 3 different colorways for this particular shoe. I do like these, okay? I don't know about the hand is holding it. It's kind of throwing me off the hairy hand or whatever. Sorry, y'all. That's the only picture I can find. But I do like those shoes. I do like all 3 of them. And I'll probably at least grab one. I don't want to say which one yet because I'm not sure. But I do like all of them. If y'all feeling those, drop a comment down below and let me know. With that being said, that's what we have this week for upcoming sneaker releases.
Sneaker pickups.
Y'all, for sneaker pickups this week, I got some incredible shoes to show y'all, man. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, as you know, is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game, right? And only one close is Kobe Bryant, right? In my personal humble opinion. But do you know that he also hooped in high school, not just in college at UNC? The high school he hooped at was Laney High School. And so what we have for you this week are the Air Jordan 1 High Lanes. Alright? Let's take a look at these. Oh man. So the colors for his high school, right, were obviously gold and blue. And these are in what they call varsity. Game Royal and I think varsity yellow or something like that. What does it say there? These are Varsity Maize and Game Royal and Sail. So the white, first of all, the bottom is not white. This is Sail. Okay? So let's get that straight. It's not white, it's Sail. So they give you that old school aesthetic off top of a shoe that might have came out of the closet or something like that. 2, the tumble leather on them. Man, these are ridiculous. Alright? These are ridiculous. I'm going to show y'all a little bit in the B-roll. Seriously, look at the tumble leather. These are so soft. Look at it. Look at the tumble on the leather. Look at that. The marbling on the swoosh and then the tumble in the mid-quarter. Nice, nice. Now, one thing I do wish they had done is they had done a different color than black on the Jordan logo. Yeah, but I definitely like these. These are a dope shoe. Man, what else can I say about them other than I wish I had the Laney jersey to go with it because I call myself having just about every Mike jersey. I just grabbed 2 new ones at Liz last week. The white Jordan 4-5 jersey, and I also grabbed one of his All-Star years. I can't remember what All-Star year it was, but it's the one where he had the red All-Star jersey. And they had like the generic ones that kind of look the same every year. So I did grab him. But I want the Laney jersey. It's a Nike jersey, the official one. It says Bucks on it in the front. So hopefully in the near future, if I do get the jersey, then I'm gonna do an on foot with these and either throw it on Instagram or throw it on the video. But what do you think about these shoes? Would you grab them? Leave a comment down below. Unfortunately, I was not able to. And look at the hang tag to it. This is dope. It's a nice contrast. Some people don't like it. They think it throws it off. But you got to think about the graduation, right? So, you know, high school colors. UNC is his college colors. You could argue red is representative of in the Bulls for his professional career. I like to look at it, the red in here is like the blood, is in the blood, sweat, and tears that went into the game. So you see it in high school, you see it on the next level in college. But unfortunately, I was not able to grab these shoes on the app. I tried to, but I Y'all already know. I'm not going to even try. I never hit on none of them shit. And I don't even get mad anymore. I just find ways to get the shoes that I want. That's why we have great relationships with other sneaker shops. That's why I have the eBay store still. That's why I just try to keep relationships and networks and other avenues going, because there's no need to be frustrated about something you cannot control. So, but anyway, I like these shoes. I was able to get them for retail, and I got them at Snipes. All right, at Snipes at what is it, Melrose Park. So there's a Snipes outlet in Melrose Park, right? Little known fact, it hasn't been there that long. I actually went this morning just to go see what they had, and man, it looked like more people are finding out about it. But before people eat up the lick too hard, go check it out in Melrose Park if you're in the Chicagoland area. And in fact, I'll show you guys a little bit of that store and also my pickup. So anyway, let's go check that out. Peace to the earth's gods. Go mob to the fret. You already know what time it is. We're doing the weekly pickup live this week to grab the Air Jordan 1 Laneys. That's a women's exclusive. The largest size it comes is a women's and 12. So that translates to a men 10.5. I'm gonna see what's to it. I'm at the Snipes outlet in Melrose Park, which is Chicagoland area. I'm gonna try to see if they got the size. I called earlier. They said they do got me. So we're gonna see. Let's check it out, y'all. Let's go. Peace, y'all. So we're going to do our sneaker pickup live this week. We just left out of Snipes. I was lucky enough to grab the Air Jordan 1 Laneys. And I'm going to show y'all those shoes real quick. Oh my God. Please excuse the stick shift. It's a little in the way. But man, is it a nice shoe. So you can see the tumbled leather on the side. So it's going to ensure a nice fit. Whenever I get a tumbled leather, I know it's going to be a nice fit on the shoe. Right? I'm feeling the hang tag on these Air Jordan 1s. It's nice as fuck. The shoe inside, right? And so what we noticing lately is they're giving us the shoe laces, the extra laces, in a I didn't know what to say. in a box, right? As opposed to the bag back in the day. So that's a change up. I think I will probably do the yellow laces in these shoes. I think they'd be the most appropriate and easiest to wear in terms of like wearability with an outfit or whatever. But I like these. Peace. Elevate. So also for this week, so for a second pickup that we had, and I really like, right? The Nike Air More Uptempo Scottie Pippens Bull Scoops pack. Alright, so some people don't like these shoes because there are quite a bit of factory defects, which you can see in the shoe right here. There's like bubbling, right? But this is a remarkable shoe. It makes me feel like this is supposed to be on there. You know what I'm saying? In my humble opinion, I like the shoe. I've never had a pair of Scottie Pippens before. It's my first pair of Scottie Pippens, and I'll be honest with you, Ace Heavy Camp. Back in the day, I used to think that the Air More Uptempos, I thought that those were bootleg shoes. I'm not gonna even lie to you, like, cause you used to see them bootleg so much, and in some of the flea markets and stuff. I thought like the whole silhouette was bang bang, like there was no such thing as this shoe officially. But anyway, going back and looking at the photos, you see that this is, you see Mike is graduating and getting new shoes. This is the shoe that Scottie was wearing right alongside him. This particular colorway, I don't believe he ever wore. This was something like commemorative of his time on the Bulls, but there was a reverse of this. So I want to say it had the red letters, and then the rest of the shoe was black. So it's red patent leather, and the rest of the shoe was black. But take a look at that. Okay, and I'll show you guys a little bit in the B-roll.
Check out the bottom. Okay, it's got like a football shoe type of look. It reminds me of Deion Sanders or something. But I do like it. It's very colorful. I definitely could see this. Now, I wouldn't because Scotty won't keep his mouth shut about Mike. I'm definitely not going to rock no Scottie Pippen jersey, right? But I can see me rocking this maybe with a Mike jersey. So, or something else Bulls inspired if I was just going to the game or something. But I do like it. On the tongue, it says, I got next. I don't know if you can see that. That's you probably can't see it because I can't see it. There we go. I got next. So, like it. Interesting shoe. So, we had 2 pickups for this week. I like both of them. Very excited. Which one do I like the most? Obviously, I probably like the Jordan 1 Laneys. But I can say they'll probably get the same amount of wear in my rotation. I guess in terms of wearability, these maybe a little bit more. But I see myself probably rocking these more. So, which shoe would you rock more? Leave a comment down below. Let me know which one is your favorite. Is it the Laney? Alright, Air Jordan 1, or is it the Scottie Pippen Nike more Air, more Uptempo? With that being said, that's what we got for you this week for Sneaker Pickups.
Throwback Thoughts.
Thanks for sticking with us this week. Throwback Thoughts. Interesting ass movie I loved back in the day. White Men Can't Jump. Let's talk about it, y'all. White Men Can't Jump was not necessarily one of my favorites, but it's definitely a movie. If it's on, you gotta stop and watch it. It's a 1992 sports comedy. It's starring Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson, right? Love Wesley Snipes. Wesley Snipes is Blade, of course, right? He's the guy who started the whole like Marvel Cinematic Universe. So in that movie, though, we have some people wearing some pretty dope shoes. In fact, most iconic, most popular in that movie are what we call the Billy Hoyles, right? And those are the Air Command Forces, which were made famous in the NBA by David Robinson. They kind of, if you want to call it that, the knockoff of the Reebok pumps. But, you know, the Reebok pumps work by a completely different mechanism. On the tongue, you squeeze it, and the release is on the tongue as well to the side. On those Nike Air Commands or whatever, it's in the back, and there's actually a pump that the old school was where you would actually like squeeze it, attach it to the back of the shoe, and pump it and make it, you know what I mean, get it tight to the way that you wanted, the bladder or whatever, which went around the collar of the shoe instead of being in the tongue. So again, different mechanism, and I think there was a button to release it. When they remade those particular shoes, the Air Command Forces, they made them without the pump, I believe. I think you can, it's just manual. You don't have to actually have a separate device to do it. But anyway, so Sidney Dean, which is Wesley Snipes in the movie, he wore the Nike Air Flight Lights. You know, and he's a fly guy or whatever, you know, with his chains and talking to stuff or whatever, the hat flipped up. But he always stayed fresh with the kicks. And the Nike Air Flight Light was what was really featured in that movie in terms of him wearing kicks. There were a lot of other hot kicks in the movie as well, too. So, Kadeem Hardison, which we all know is Dwayne Wayne, you know what I'm saying, boyfriend of Whitley Gilbert from, the old Cosby continuation sequel series, Different World. Kadeem Hardison actually has on the Jordan 6s. And also, Sidney Dean's baby has on the Jordan 6s as well, the baby version of the shoe. So, a lot of hot mics. Also, we can see during the Venice Beach game, the LA Gear catapults, right? Which were made famous by Karl Malone back in the day. We can see people rocking those on the beach. I actually had the LA Gear catapults back in the day because they weren't a super expensive shoe. I heard that supposedly LA Gear was sued by Nike for that particular silhouette, so I doubt we'll see those return in the near future. But, you know, who knows? Anything is possible. I think it's also cool to note that all the shoes featured in there on major characters and anything that I've mentioned, those all were released in 1991. So the year prior to the movie being released, which is when it was being filmed, that's when those shoes were released. So they were really adept at making sure they had the hottest shoes at the time for their actors, for the cast to be wearing in the movie. So that was important to them. So I feel like it was definitely worth noting on the show. So what was if you have like a favorite movie that had like dope kicks in it, you know, this is one of my favorites. I could probably think of a few more, and I may leave them down in the comments down below. Y'all do the same. Let me know what movie do you feel like had the hottest kicks in it from back in the day. I need to look at
New Jack City and see what kind of kicks, Ice-T had on and some other characters in there. But anyway, I'm going to give it some thought. You give it some thought. Leave us a comment down below. Let me know what old school movie, throwback movie had the dopest kicks to you. With that being said, that's what we got for Throwback Thoughts.
Dope toys.
Alright, y'all, for Dope Toys this week. This is part 2 of our Super Friends, Superpowers DC toy series. And so what I was able to do is grab the majority of the second half of that set of Wave 1 and Wave 2 that was exclusively released at Walmart. And so I showed y'all the first half last week. So for this week, we had to go with the young. I'm going to show the villain first. Deathstroke. Definitely loving him, man. He's a cool antagonist. And, Deathstroke is, I think he originated in the Teen Titans comic book. And so he's always been kind of a villain that fought with Batman and then also with the Teen Titans as well. In particular, Robin, also known as Nightwing. Okay? And so I got Robin and also Deathstroke, so they can fight each other, right? And let's see who else we got here. We also have the brother, had to get him, John Stewart. Okay, it was too many of these there. It's bogus that they leave so many of like the black toys. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to make sure that I did not leave a Green Lantern on the shelf. And I said I was gonna grab a couple and probably give him out as presents. So that is my plan to do that. So we got John Stewart, the Black Green Lantern. All right, and then I got this Wonder Woman. And I think it was cool to get Wonder Woman because I wanted to complete the Trinity. We already had Superman, right? And we already had Batman as well. So now we got Batman and Superman, right? And Wonder Woman. So we got too many toys over there. Too many. Last but not least, I want to show y'all. Now, I was kind of on the fence about this. This is something I wanted when I was little, when it first came out. But I didn't know if I was going to buy it. Now, this is Superman's car, or plane rather, a jet. And so I wanted it for the nostalgia of it, because like the box is pretty much the same as it was I remember as a kid in mid 80s. I'm an 80s baby. I never liked it though for two reasons. One, why the fuck Superman in a jet? And two, why he got the fist on the side? You know what I'm saying? It seemed kind of suspect before a jet that has a fist. So what it do is like the fist come out. Read into that what you will. But yeah, I wanted it too because Batman. I got to dig the Batwing. So you got the Batwing and you got the Superman plane. So,
I'm Batman.
Set type of situation. So how do y'all feel about these? Is this something that you would have grabbed? Leave a comment down below. Also, let me show y'all a little bit in the video. Okay, there's that Superman plane, right? Weird, very weird looking, but nostalgic nonetheless. Very strange, in my opinion. Right? And then we also have Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman's music from the Zack Snyder movies. Wonder Woman. Right? John Stewart, Green Lantern. Okay. Robin, aka Nightwing. He goes out and does his own thing. And that rhyme, Nightwing, when he go out and do his own thing. Right? And of course, Deathstroke. But anyway, I think this is a dope pickup. For the most part, this is probably going to complete my collection. There are a few more in the series. For instance, they have the Joker, but it's the version from like alternate universe. It's the Batman Who Laughs, so it's like an amalgamation of Batman and Joker. I don't think I'm gonna get that. And on the vehicles, that's it. So we'll see what else they come out with in the next wave. I don't think they're gonna do Aquaman. I was asked somebody earlier, like, why do you think they didn't come out with Aquaman? I was like, probably the obvious answer is don't nobody want that. So I don't know, but we'll see. If they come out with some more DC characters, I might grab those as well in the DC Superpower series. Is that something that you would grab for yourself as a collector or for a loved one, a child or something? Leave us a comment down below and let me know. With that being said, that's what we got this week for Dope Tours.
Rare shoes.
So Ace Heavy Camp, we got a very unique shoe this week for our rare shoes. In rare shoes this week, we got the Air Jordan 1 PE Craig Sager. This particular shoe was released in 2017. There were only 2 shoes, and it was to commemorate the life and times of commentator and just general all-around great person Craig Sager. He's a personality in the NBA, was around for years. And I believe his son is going to continue on and is learning the ropes to do something similar in his dad's footsteps. And Craig Sager was loved by everybody. And one of the things that people always had to say about Craig Sager was that no matter what type of game that they had, no matter what type of loss, he always had something to make them smile at the end of the game. And so it's always nice if you can pass on a smile. There's passing love, there's positive energy, and energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So I give out what I want to receive back. And so salute to him for always bringing that type of energy to the game. My favorite game, the game of basketball. So Craig Sager's shoes, there are only 2 pair made, right? One was given to his family, and the other pair supposedly went to, you guessed it, DJ Khaled, right? And no surprise there, right? However, there were samples, and what we've seen circulating on the internet lately has been one or two of the sample pairs that are available now on the resale market. I don't know how much these shoes are actually worth because I haven't been able to price them on StockX or GOAT, but I would imagine that they're very, very expensive, in the tens of thousands, if not $100,000. Is this a shoe that you would purchase? I don't know. Leave a comment down below. I can't say that I would buy it, but I definitely appreciate the shoe. I appreciate the sentiment, and I certainly appreciate the individual that it was named after. That's without a question. Craig Sager's the man, you know what I mean? So, but you know, what the shoe is reminiscent of his clothing and the way that he was very loud. So his life was loud. He made people laugh and everything, but also he dressed really loud. And his suits and things had a lot of plaids or paisleys, etc. And so they've had other shoes that they've called the Craig Sagers. I think they had some Air Force Ones, maybe some Dunks, with paisley design and other stuff. But these were officially the Air Jordan 1 PE Craig Sagers. There's also, I think it's worth noting that Craig Sager died. I believe it was from complications with cancer on December 15th of 2016. And so these shoes were released a couple months later in 2017. Now, rumor has it that there's supposed to be a re-release, official launch rather, of this shoe coming up. And so if it is available, is that something that you think you might grab? Let us know in the comments down below. If it's affordable, if it's a regularly priced shoe, then I probably would get them just out of love and respect for Craig Sager. But I definitely wouldn't, be jumping out the gym doing that crazy to grab those shoes. With that being said, that's what we have for rare shoes this week. Well, that's what we have for you this week, Ace Heavy Camp. We appreciate you. Love you, man. We're growing, as you can see. Subscribers through the roof, views through the roof. I'm loving it, man. Please do not forget to like and subscribe. Okay, I only ask once a show. I think that shit is very annoying when people keep saying, smash that button, smash that like. Nah, man, watch the video, fam. Enjoy it. If you like it, then subscribe. Tell your people about it. And don't forget to check out our shop, Top 3 Kicks in Lombard, second floor of Yorktown Summer Mall, right next to H&M, where you can get all the hot gear and clothes. I want to leave y'all with some final words today, okay? And so my final thought for this week is, you can only be burned by the fire if you believe it exists, right? So what am I saying, y'all? You can only be burned by the fire if you believe it exists. If I have no fear of what you fear, of potential trauma, of pain, of loss, of whatever's going on. If I have no fear of that, then that obstacle does not exist to me. All I see is success. All I see are my goals. All I see is a way to elevate and bring as many people along as possible. So that being said, there's going to be things in your life that's going to seem like Herculean, insurmountable tasks, hurdles. Like, man, I can't get past this. Lord, what's going on? But I'm here to tell you, them circumstances are not here to stay, but they are and have indeed come to pass. They will lead you. And if you don't think that they're hurdles, they're not hurdles. If you don't think that ops is ops, they're not ops. Alright? I look at ops as opportunities, okay? Everything can manifest greatness in his name. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to work it, know how to jerk it. You feel me? Pause. Alright? But real talk. Fear is a manifestation of the mind. I have it. I do not have it. And I choose not to have fear. Fear is a manifestation of the mind. I choose not to have it, and you got to choose to invite that in your space in order for you to have it. So if I choose not to believe in some bullshit, it don't exist. What do you believe in, fam? Think about your circumference and your mind state, because that dictates your reality. Alright? Fear is only in the head, baby. With that being said, make sure you do something good for somebody this week, because when one win, we all win. And most importantly, if you can't see it, before you see it, baby, you will never, ever, ever see it. Peace. Elevate.
Enough talking. Show 'em what it is. Get your pipes.
Ballers that we know, bank accounts sitting on zeros. Tippers tipping with the pounds and the kilos. Rhymers that's spitting for the people. You from the hood, nigga, these your ghetto heroes.
No cape, but I'm your hood's ghetto hero.
That's right.
Flying T's and B's, walk out a different Negro. 745,
Damn.
the color of a pistol. I use my hustle power, get the money, mo zero. This to the niggas move kilos and eat gyros. Get locked up and get bailed out by they baby mama people.
What up, Tim?
Ghetto Superman, I can do you like no other man can do you. Boo, come ride the super dick. Mama, you super thick. Fuck around and make a nigga.
Tell them again, number one. That's right.
Bitch, I'm fly, check